Let's take a minute before we move on to debunk some common cybersecurity myths. How are these myths established? There's no one cause for these myths. They may have been formed because of a lack of information, an assumption, a specific case that was then generalized, or some other source. As with any myth, they are passed from person to person because they seem legitimate enough to be true. Why is it important to know the truth? While believing these myths may not present a direct threat, they may cause you to be more lax about your security habits. If you're not diligent about protecting yourself, you may be more likely to become a victim of an attack. So let's go over some common myths and what the truth is behind them. Myth number 1. Antivirus software and firewalls are 100% effective. The truth is, antivirus and firewalls are important elements in protecting your information. However, neither of these elements are guaranteed to protect you from an attack. Combining these technologies with good security habits is the best way to reduce your risk. We'll cover both of these in more depth in understanding antivirus and understanding firewalls later on in the course. Myth number 2. Once software is installed, you never have to worry about it again. The truth is, vendors may release updated versions of software to address problems or fix vulnerabilities. We'll cover this process in understanding patches later on in the course. You should install the updates as soon as possible. Some software even offers the option to install updates automatically. Making sure that you have the latest virus definitions in your antivirus software is especially important. Myth number 3. There's nothing important on your machine, so you don't need to protect it. The truth is, your opinion about what is important may differ from an attacker's opinion. If you have personal or financial data on your computer, attackers may be able to collect it and use it later for their own financial gain. Even if you don't store that kind of information in your own computer, an attacker who can gain control of your computer may be able to use it in attacks against other people. You'll learn more about these kinds of attacks in our Understanding Denial of Service Attacks and our Understanding Rootkits and Botnets modules later on in the course. Myth number 4. Attackers only target people with money. The truth is, anyone can become a victim of identity theft. Attackers look for the biggest reward for the least amount of effort, so they typically target databases that store information about many people. If your information happens to be in that database, it could be collected and used for malicious purposes. It's important to pay attention to your credit information so that you can minimize any potential damage. You'll learn more about this in our Preventing and Responding to Identity Theft module later on in the course. Myth number 5. When computers slow down, that means they're old and they should be replaced. The truth is, it is possible that running a newer or larger program on an older computer could lead to slow performance. But you may just need to replace or upgrade a particular component in the system, like the memory, the operating system, or the hard drive. Another possibility is that there are other programs or processes running in the background. If your computer has suddenly become slower, it may be compromised by malware or spyware, or you may be experiencing a denial of service attack. You'll learn more about this in our Recognizing and Avoiding Spyware module, as well as our Understanding Denial of Service Attacks module later on in the course. I'll see you in the next video.